Sun Tzu consolidated his power in Jiangdong. His troops were elite and supplies abundant. In Jiannan Year 4, he captured Lujiang and defeated Lu Sun, then sent Yufan to Yuzhong. The prefect Hua Xian submitted to him. Sun Tzu's prestige surged. He sent Zhang Hong to Xuchang to report his victories. Hearing Sun Tzu's rise, Cao Cao sighed. That little lion will be troublesome. To bind ties, he married Cao Ren's daughter to Sun Tzu's younger brother Sun Quan and kept Zhang Hong at court. Sun Tzu sought appointment as Grand Commandant, but Cao Cao refused. Sun Tzu nursed resentment and looked for a chance to strike Xuchang. At this time, Su Gong, prefect of Wu Commandery, secretly dispatched a memorial to Cao Cao warning. Sun Tzu is as fierce as the former Xiang Yu. The court should honor him in name but summon him to the capital. Do not let him guard a region, or he will become a great calamity. Su Gong's envoy, crossing the river with the letter, was seized by Sun Tzu's guards and brought before him. After reading it, Sun Tzu flared with anger, executed the envoy on the spot, then lured Su Gong in for consultation. Once Su Gong arrived, Sun Tzu threw down the letter and shouted, "You would deliver me to death?" He ordered Su Gong strangled, Su's household scattered. 3 household retainers swore vengeance, but found no opening. One day Sun Tzu rode to hunt at West Mountain in Dantu. Pursuing a great stag, he galloped alone deep into the woods and suddenly saw 3 men with spears and bows. "Who are you?" he demanded. "Soldiers under Han Dang hunting deer," they replied. As Sun Tzu turned to leave, one thrust a spear into his left thigh. Startled, he drew his sword, but the blade snapped, leaving only the hilt. Another loosed an arrow that struck his cheek. Sun Tzu yanked it out and shot back, killing the archer. The remaining 2 pressed him with spears, crying, "We are Su Gong's retainers, here to avenge our lord." With no blade, Sun Tzu parried with his bow, retreating step by step. Wounds multiplied on man and horse. At the crisis, Cheng Pu arrived with a detachment. "Cut them down!" Sun Tzu shouted. Cheng Pu's men hacked the 2 assassins to pieces. Blood covered Sun Tzu's face, his wounds were grave. He tore his garments to bind them and was carried back to Wu for treatment. Sun Tzu summoned the famed physician Hua Tuo, but Hua had gone north. Only a disciple was in Wu, so the disciple treated him. "The arrowhead was poisoned," he said. "The toxin has reached the bone. You must rest 100 days. If you grow angry, the wound will not heal." Sun Tzu's temper was quick. He yearned to rise at once. Barely 20 days into recovery, news came that Zhang Hong's envoy had returned from Xuchang. Sun Tzu questioned him. "Cao Cao fears you, my lord. His counselors admire you, save Guojia," the envoy answered. Pressed on what Guojia had said, the envoy hesitated. Sun Tzu forced him to speak. Guojia told Cao Cao, "Sun Tzu is not to be feared, rash, unguarded, hot-tempered, more brawn than strategy. He is likely to die to some petty hand." Sun Tzu sprang up in fury. "He dares belittle me? I will take Xuchang at once." He began planning a campaign despite his wounds. Zhang Zhao remonstrated. The physician ordered 100 days' rest. "Why wager your life over a moment's anger?" As they spoke, Chunjun arrived from Yuanshao. Summoned in, he reported that Yuan wished to coordinate with Eastern Wu, inside and out, to strike Cao Cao. Delighted, Sun Tzu invited his officers to a banquet for Chunjun atop the city tower. Mid-feast, he noticed generals whispering and slipping away. "What is it?" he asked. "A certain adept is passing below. Everyone goes to pay him homage," came the reply. Sun Tzu stepped to the rail and saw a robed Taoist in a crane-down cloak with a staff, standing in the road while townsfolk burned incense and bowed. "What charlatan dares bewitch the people? Seize him!" Sun Tzu snapped. Attendants pleaded. "This is the ascetic Yu. He dwells in the east and often visits Wu, curing illnesses with uncanny effect. The people call him immortal. Do not slight him." Sun Tzu raged the more. "Arrest him at once, disobey and die." Yu was brought up. "Mad priest," Sun Tzu barked. How dare you delude the masses? Yu Ji replied calmly, I am a Taoist from Langyi Palace. In Emperor Shun's time I entered the mountains to gather herbs and obtain the classic Taiping Qingling Dao. I cure sickness and save lives, never taking a coin. How is that delusion? Sun Tzu retorted, You claim no fee, whence your food and raiment. You are of a stripe with the yellow turban Zhang. Leave you alive and calamity will follow. He ordered execution. Zhang Zhao interceded. Yu Ji has dwelt in Jiangdong for decades and committed no wrong. Do not kill him. Sun Tzu scoffed. Killing a wizard is like slaughtering a pig or dog. Though officials and Chen Zhen pleaded, Sun Tzu only had Yu Ji clapped in irons for the moment. The assembly dispersed. Chen Zhen retired to his quarters. Back at the residence, the palace attendants had told Lady Wu, Sun Tzu's mother. She summoned Sun Tzu to the inner hall. I hear you imprisoned Immortal Yu, she said. He heals the sick and is revered, do not harm him. Sun Tzu replied, He is a sorcerer who deceives the people. He must be removed. Despite her appeals, he persisted. Mother, he'd not idle talk. I will handle it. He called for Yu Ji to be brought. The jailers, who revered Yu Ji, had freed him from stocks in prison, reshackling him only when summoned. Learning this, Sun Tzu exploded, scolding the jailers and throwing Yu Ji back into heavy irons. Dozens of officials petitioned jointly for clemency. Sun Tzu answered, How can you scholars be so dull? Zhang Jin, the inspector of Jiaozhou, trusted false cults and died to the enemy. That brings no benefit. I kill Yu Ji to suppress heterodoxy. Lu Fan proposed, I have heard Yu Ji can pray for wind and rain. The drought is severe, let him pray, and let success redeem him. I shall see what tricks he has, Sun Tzu said, and ordered Yu Ji brought forth unshackled and set upon an altar to pray for rain. Yu Ji bathed, changed, and had himself bound beneath the blazing sun. Crowds flooded streets and alleys to watch. I would call down 3 feet of rain to save the people, he told them. Yet I cannot escape my fate. If it proves true, my lord will surely yield, they replied. The mandate has run, escape is unlikely, Yu Ji murmured. Near noon Sun Tzu came to the altar. If there is no rain by midday, burn him, he ordered, and had a pyre piled high. As noon neared, a gale arose, black clouds massed. Mere clouds without rain, charlatan indeed, Sun Tzu sneered, and had Yu Ji hoisted onto the pyre and torches lit. Flames leapt with the wind, when suddenly smoke rolled to the sky and a thunderclap burst, torrents crashed down. Streets became rivers, streams swelled brimful, truly a deluge of 3 feet. Yu Ji, supine upon the pyre, shouted once, the clouds split, the rain ceased, and the sun shone out. Officials and commoners together helped him down, loosed his bonds, and thanked him repeatedly. Seeing the people kneel in the water, heedless of soaked robes, Sun Tzu fumed. Sun and rain are heaven and earth's affair. This mountebank merely caught the moment. How can you be so muddle-headed? He drew his sword and ordered the executioners to behead Yu Ji at once. Ministers begged desperately. Would you rebel with him? Sans souhard. No one dared speak further. The headsman struck. Witnesses saw a ribbon of azure vapor fly off toward the northeast. Sun Tzu had the corpse displayed as a warning of sorcery. That night a violent storm raged. At dawn the body had vanished. The watch reported it, and Sun Tzu, enraged, meant to kill them, when a figure strolled across the forecourt. Yu Ji. Sun Tzu reeled and fell unconscious. Hours later he revived. Lady Wu came, scolding through tears. You slew a saint and brought calamity. Sun Tzu laughed bitterly. I have hewn down men since youth. What retribution? Slaying a wizard averts great harm. How brings harm? You do not believe, therefore this, she said. Do good works to dispel it. My fate is fixed by heaven, what wizard can touch me? He replied. Seeing him obstinate, she quietly ordered almsgiving toward disaster. At the third watch that night, a chill wind snuffed the lamp and lit it again. By its glow Yu Ji stood before Sun Tzu's bed. I have purged sorcerers all my life to secure the realm, Sun Tzu shouted. As a ghost you dare face me? He hurled the bedside sword, then the figure vanished. Lady Wu, alarmed by reports, pressed him to appease the spirits. The sages taught reverence for the powers above and below, and to offer prayer. You wronged Master Yu. How could there be no result? I have arranged rites at the Jade Purity Abbey. Go and make obeisance, and peace will follow. Unwilling but dutiful, Sun Tzu rode in a curtained chair to the abbey. The Taoists received him and invited him to burn incense. He offered incense but would not bow. From the brazier's smoke congealed into a canopy, and atop it sat Yu Ji. Sun Tzu spat in fury and cursed. Leaving the main hall, he saw Yu Ji again at the gate glaring at him. "Do you see the spectre?" he asked his attendants. None did. Enraged, he flung his sword. A man fell. One of the soldiers who had struck Yu Ji at the execution, dead with blood from his 7 orifices. Sun Tzu ordered the corpse hastily buried. Outside again, he beheld Yu Ji step into the gate. "This abbey harbors the wizard's haunt," he cried, sat before the entrance, and ordered 500 soldiers to tear down the buildings. As they pried up tiles, Yu Ji appeared on the rooftop. Tiles flew pell-mell. Sun Tzu's wrath blazed. He expelled the Taoists and burned the halls. In the flames he saw Yu Ji yet again. Still seething upon returning to his mansion, he found Yu Ji waiting at the gate. He dared not enter, mustered the army, and encamped outside the city, summoning his generals to plan support for Yuan Shao against Cao Cao. "My lord, your body is unwell," they urged. "Do not march. When you recover, it will not be too late." That night in the command tent, Yu Ji appeared wild-haired. Sun Tzu shouted in his sleep. At dawn, Lady Wu ordered him home. She wept at his gauntness. Sun Tzu looked in a mirror. His face had wasted, and he started. "How have I become so haggard?" At that very moment, Yu Ji appeared in the mirror. Sun Tzu struck the mirror with a slap. His wound burst open, and he collapsed senseless. Carried to bed, he revived after a while and sighed, "I think I will not live." He summoned Zhang Zhao and his younger brother Sun Quan and made his charge. "The realm is in turmoil. With Wuiwe troops and the 3 rivers as our rampart, we may achieve much. Zhang Zhao and the rest must aid my brother well." Handing the seals to Sun Quan, he said, "If the task is to mass Jiangdong's forces and decide the world in pitched battle, you are not my equal. But if the task is to select the worthy, assign talents, and preserve Jiangdong, I am not your equal. Remember the hardship by which our father and I founded this house. Husband your strength." Sun Quan wept and bowed to receive the seals. Sun Tzu told Lady Wu, "My span is ended. I cannot serve you longer. I pass the seals to my brother. Teach him well. Do not slight our father's old officers." She sobbed. "But your brother is young. Can he bear so great a charge?" Sun Tzu answered, "His capacity surpasses mine tenfold. He can bear it. For affairs within, consult Zhang Zhao. For affairs without, consult Zhou Yu. I only regret Gong Jin is not here to receive this from my lips." Calling his younger kinsman, he said, "After my death, support Sun Quan. Any clansman who harbors disloyalty, join to strike him. Let no rebel of our blood enter the ancestral tombs." They agreed in tears. He summoned Lady Qiao, his wife. "We part untimely. Be dutiful to the Lady Dowager. When your sister visits, ask her to tell Zhou Yu to assist my brother with all his heart and not betray our friendship." He closed his eyes and passed away at 26. A later verse says, "He ruled the southeast. Men hailed him little conqueror. A tiger's counsel, an eagle's decision. His might overawed the 3 rivers. His name reached the seas. At death he entrusted the grand design. The weight fell upon Zhou Yu." After Sun Tzu's passing, Sun Quan collapsed in tears at the bedside. Zhang Zhao said, "This is no time for weeping. We must manage mourning and state together." Sun Quan dried his eyes. Zhang Zhao charged Sun Jing with the funeral and had Sun Quan sit in the great hall to receive civil and military officials. Sun Quan was square-faced, large-mouthed, with blue eyes and a purplish beard. Earlier, the Han envoy Lu Wan, having seen the Sun brothers in Wu, had said, "Though the sons each have talent, none will live long, save Zhongmo Sun Quan, whose bearing is extraordinary and bones uncommon. He will surely attain high rank and long life." Sun Quan now held his brother's mandate and took charge of Jiangdong. Before governance had fully settled, word came that Zhou Yu was returning with troops from Baekyu. "With Gongjin back, I have no more worries," Sun Quan said. Zhou Yu had heard of Sun Ce's wounding and had hastened to visit. Nearing Wu, he learned of Sun Ce's death and traveled through the night to mourn. He wailed before the bier. Lady Wu conveyed Sun Ce's testament to him. Zhou Yu bowed to the floor. "I will exhaust myself like a dog or horse for the Sun house." Soon Sun Quan entered. Zhou Yu paid respects. "Forget not my brother's dying charge," Sun Quan said. "I will repay my benefactor with my life," Zhou Yu vowed. "I inherit my father's and brother's work," Sun Quan asked. "What strategy do you advise?" Zhou Yu replied, "Since antiquity, those who gained men flourished, those who lost them perished. We must broadly recruit the worthy to steady Jiangdong." Sun Quan answered, "My brother's decree was, within the state, rely on Zhang Zhao, without rely on you." Zhou Yu said, "Zhang Zhao is virtuous and can bear great responsibility. I fear I alone cannot meet all needs. I recommend another." "Who?" asked Sun Quan. "Surname Lu, given name Su, styled Zijing, of Dongchuan in Linhuai. He is a strategist with subtle mind. Orphaned early, he is filial to his mother. His family is wealthy and he often gives alms. When I served as chief of Juchao and crossed Linhuai with several hundred short of grain, I heard he had 2 granaries of 3,000 hu each. I sought aid. He sent me 1 full granary immediately. He trains in arms and resides at Chue. His grandmother has died and he has returned to bury her. A friend, Lu Ziang, would lead him to join Zhengbao. He hesitates. Summon him quickly." Overjoyed, Sun Quan sent Zhou Yu to invite him. Zhou Yu met Lu Su and conveyed Sun Quan's regard. "Lu Ziang urges me to Lake Chao. My mind is set," Lu Su said. Zhou Yu replied, "Ma Yuan once told Emperor Guangwu, ruler and minister choose one another. Sun General honors the worthy, rare in this age. Why not come to Eastern Wu?" Lu Su agreed, and came with Zhou Yu. Sun Quan showed him great respect, conversed at length, and never wearied. One day, after the court dispersed, Sun Quan kept Lu Su drinking. That night they shared a couch. At midnight Sun Quan asked, "The Han house totters, the realm is in chaos. I inherit my forebears' base and would emulate Huan and Wen. What do you teach me?" Lu Su answered, "When Emperor Gaozu sought to honor the righteous emperor, he failed because Xiangyu held sway. Today Cao Cao is as Xiangyu. How could you be merely a hegemon like Huan or Wen? I judge the Han cannot be restored, nor Cao Cao easily removed. Your course is to secure Jiangdong and await the time. While the north is overburdened, first destroy Huangzhou, then strike Lu Biao. Occupy both banks of the Yangtze, then proclaim imperial authority and contend for all. This is the undertaking of Gaozu." Delighted, Sun Quan rose to bow. Next day he showered gifts and sent clothing and draperies for Lu Su's mother. Lu Su then recommended another man, erudite and filial, surname Zhuge, given name Jin, style Ziyu, a langy man from Nanyang. Sun Quan welcomed him as a guest of honor. Zhuge Jin advised against alliance with Yuan Shao. Better to acquiesce for a time to Cao Cao and seek advantage when the moment ripens. Sun Quan agreed, sent Chunjin back, and cut ties with Yuan Shao. Cao Cao, hearing of Sun Ce's death, considered striking south. Censor Zhang Hong counseled, "To attack them during mourning is unrighteous. If you fail, you create enmity. Better to treat them well." Cao Cao concurred, memorialized to appoint Sun Quan general and concurrently prefect of Kuaiji, and named Zhang Hong commandant of Kuaiji to carry the seals east. Sun Quan rejoiced and with Zhang Zhao administered state. Zhang Hong recommended Gu Yong, style Yuantan, a pupil of the court scholar Cai Yong, reserved, abstemious, upright. Sun Quan made him chancellor, acting as prefect. From then on, Sun Quan's authority was felt throughout Jiangdong and popular support deepened. Meanwhile, Chen Zhen returned to report to Yuan Shao. Sun Tzu is dead. Sun Quan has succeeded. Cao Cao has invested him with command. The two houses support each other. Yuan Shao raged and gathered the 4 provinces of Ji, Qing, Yu and Bing, 700,000 strong, to assault Xuchang once more. The south had scarcely seen peace when the north again bristled with blades. Who would prevail? We shall learn next time. Summary. This chapter charts Sun Tzu's ascendance in Jiangdong and his fatal wounding by Su Gong's avengers. His impetuous execution of the Taoist Yu Ji, resenting the priest's popular reverence, triggers a spiral of rage, superstition, and stress that aggravates his injuries. Haunted by visions and driven by pride, Sun Tzu's wound ruptures. He dies at only 26. On his deathbed, he entrusts Jiangdong to his younger brother Sun Quan, instructing Zhang Zhao for internal affairs and regretting that Zhou Yu is absent to receive his charge for external strategy. After Sun Tzu's death, Sun Quan steadies the regime by honoring talent, recalling Zhou Yu, recruiting Lu Su and Zhuge Jin, and appointing Gu Yong, thus securing the hearts of Jiangdong. Cao Cao chooses conciliation, formally investing Sun Quan with titles, while Yuan Shao, enraged by this alignment, raises a massive northern host against Xuchang. The stage is set for renewed upheaval across the realm. Knowledge points. 1. The death of Yu Ji, historical versus novelized. Romance of the Three Kingdoms dramatizes Yu Ji as a miracle-working ascetic whose execution sparks supernatural reappearances that terrify Sun Tzu into decline. In the historical records of the Three Kingdoms, Sengguozi, the account is sober. Yu Ji was executed because his public preaching bewitched the masses, Huizhong, disturbing local order. There is no storm summoning, vanishing corpse, or revenant haunting. The novel heightens moral causality and folklore elements to critique arbitrary rule and to foreshadow Sun Tzu's downfall. 2. Sun Tzu's cause of death, historical versus novelized. In the novel, Sun Tzu's fatal turn is tied to fear and fury after seeing Yu Ji's apparition. His old wound bursts when he strikes the mirror. Historically, Sengguozi records that Sun Tzu had been ambushed while hunting, suffering a serious facial wound. Before fully healed, he overexerted himself and grew angry as he prepared to campaign, at one point considering action against Liu Bei. The exertion and agitation aggravated his injury, leading to his death, without any supernatural involvement. The novel reframes the event as a cautionary tale about hubris, the volatility of personal charisma, and the political risks of alienating popular religious figures.